Today is August the 13th. How do I learn to follow Jesus? Let's find out together as we study Jesus' words. So in Matthew chapter 9, Jesus, in speaking to his disciples, as he called Levi and then was questioned by the Pharisees about why he would go and eat with a tax collector and his sinner friends. Jesus says, healthy people don't need a doctor, sick people do. In verse 13, then he added, now go and learn the meaning of this scripture. I want you to show mercy, not offer sacrifices. For I've come to call not those who think they're righteous, but those who know they are sinners. Go and learn. Matthew chapter 11. We've looked at this passage before. Take my yoke upon you. We've talked about that before. But Jesus goes on and says, let me teach you. Let me teach you, because I'm humble and gentle at heart. You'll find rest for your souls. And then finally in Matthew chapter 24, as Jesus passes the fig tree and curses the fig tree, Jesus says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 32, learn a lesson from the fig tree. In these three passages, it is incredibly interesting. It doesn't come out in English, but it comes out in Greek. The word that Jesus uses, the word to teach, is the very same word whose noun form is disciple. Now, there were other words that he could have used. There is a word for learning, just as there is a word for teaching. But Jesus uses a very particular word. This word is the word used for apprenticeships. It is not learning from a book. It's learning from someone else, at the hands of someone else. This is the way trades were learned in Israel at the time of Jesus. Not by going to a school and studying, not by reading a book, certainly not by looking at a YouTube video. Instead, learning happened when a carpenter took a young man and taught him how to be a carpenter. When a brick mason took a young man and taught him how to shape stone and how to make mortar and how to lay brick. When an accountant would take a young man and teach him how to add and subtract and how to account for every item that was in another's possession. How a baker would take a young man and show him what it took to bake bread, and so on and so on. Information was passed in Jesus' day through apprenticeship. Skills were acquired as people spent time together. Now Jesus said, learn of me, let me teach you, learn this lesson. He used exclusively words that relate to discipleship and apprenticeship. Now today, we've lost much of that. Our learning has become much more cognitive based. It wasn't so much up here as it was here in Jesus' day. We need to learn to follow Jesus by learning from another. Who is your Barnabas? Who are the people that you can go to, or the person or people that you can go to learn what it means to be a Christian? Learn from them how to pray. Observe them as they give. Learn from them how to study Scripture. Minister with them and learn how they deal with other people, and so on and so on. Learn from another by observing them do what they do to follow Christ. Then you go and do the same thing. So my question for you today, who is your Barnabas? Like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you used to listen to this devotional. Email your questions to us at questions@becomehope.com. We'll see you on Sunday when we'll continue to talk about the image of God within us.